Hare Krishna. Are you able to hear me okay? Can somebody confirm they're able to hear me okay?
Balram Lila Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Jai Ho, Hari Bol, so we can hear you okay also. Wonderful.
Yeah, we can hear you nicely.
Hare Krishna. This is Srishti Das. Could you hear, Prabhu? Prabhu, could you hear? Can you hear now? Hare Krishna. Can you hear now? Hare Krishna, Prabhu, can you hear? Prabhu, can you hear?
Yeah, we can hear your voice. Loud and clear.
Okay, you can hear now also.
Yeah, we can hear.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
I'm not 100% sure right now. No, I'm just testing this. Hare Krishna, Prabhu, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, we can all hear you.
Okay. Yeah.
Prabhu, we can hear you, no
All
problem.
the time, but this is for everybody else. हाँ प्रभु चाह रहे हैं Hare Krishna. Can people hear me okay?
Hare Krishna, Balram Prabhu. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I just wanted one confirmation. Thank you. Okay, so thank you very much everybody for joining. This meeting is a hybrid one. There are people here in person at the home of Dr. Sumanta Rudra, our academic dean. and really who is the one who is spearheading this effort, which we have here right now as part of the BRC. I think you can see me also. Okay, so we are meeting here at Dr. Sumanta Rudra's home, and we first of all want to really express our heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Sumanta Rudra and family for basically hosting this meeting. Some of us are here in person, and there are over a dozen people or so which are there online right now. So this meeting, first of all, I would like to maybe just invite Dr. Sumanta Rudra. I want to just welcome everybody to the meeting, and then we will start off.
Thank you, Balramda Prabhu, for organizing this very important meeting for Bhaktivedanta Research Center. This Bhaktivedanta Research Center has been primarily successful today as a brand because of and are contributing in a very big way.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so thank you very much everybody for joining. As was stated in the agenda, first we will start talk about about how we actually, so basically two things will be presented. One, how do we present about BRC? How do we present about this chart to everybody? And along with that, I will also talk about the latest updates that are happening as part of the team. And then later, I'm going to invite one of our very stalwart people who have helped in the outreach of the Bhaktivedanta Research Center, Sri Ramesh Patel ji. And yeah, so there are others, Shripal Prabhu, and then there is Yasar Singh. Then we will also have from our team, Hari Bhakti Mataji, and she is going to share about how we are, tracking our donations, the entire process of the donor management, and all the people who have come forward to help us. And then there will be also some legal updates about what are the different compliances, legal compliances, etc., that BRC has been able to get. So that will be by Rajvi Galia, Radha Premika Devi Dasi. Okay, so thank you very much everybody for joining online as well as in person here. So this is the primary page for BRC, where as you are hearing this right now, right? I'm looking at the people, as I said, the people here on this call are the people who do feel for this mission of Shastra Seva, this mission of bringing back the scriptures into our mainstream society. So right now I'm sharing with you what is the pitch that you can make if you would like to share this thing with others, right? Because we meet so many people, and here remember that we are talking about people who are devotees, practicing devotees, who are in the heart. They are interested in saving our country. So when we are talking about this, I will keep referring to essentially both of these. But the overall idea of the message, essentially, actually, the BRC, if you're talking to, we are talking to Indian families, the message of BRC is actually how to save India, how to save the real India. So what is the real India? India means Indians India's culture, and the culture comes from knowledge. That everybody can, most people understand. And most people also understand the fact that the culture is not there. Everybody, so I have actually a slide here. I will do अगर लोग हिंदी बोल रहे हैं तो आप उनको बोल सकते हैं कि भारत बचाइए, शास्त्र संस्कृति बचाइए, संस्कृति बचानी है तो शास्त्र. So just if you say the शास्त्र बचाओ संस्कृति बचाओ, इसी से भारत बचेगा. So these people can actually I keep talking to people very commonly, and we see that even very quickly a lot of people can understand this one. Because especially now it is recently, I think that because one of the reasons that development is also more favorable and yoga has become more prominent and Ayurveda has become more prominent, etc. The idea of an Indian knowledge system essentially has become more prominent in society. I was just there 2 days back and just in a people who were not.
Hare Krishna, this is Balram Lila Prabhu. We are unable to hear you, Prabhuji. The voice is
Able to hear.
no, not able to hear. Your voice is breaking a lot because your direction is changing.
Okay.
Direction is changing. That's why we are
Okay,
unable
how
to
is it
hear.
now?
Yes, it's okay, Prabhu now.
Okay, so I will hold this because I'm using this one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Prabhuji, if you keep the device nearby, then we can hear you properly.
Yeah, please. Yeah, thank you for that feedback. Thank you for that feedback. No, I prefer to stand. Yeah. And camera will be near. I prefer to stand. I'll use it later. Yeah. So that is the idea. We have to, because everybody can understand this fact that this knowledge is not. Huh? नहीं मेरे को अभी बैठने की जरूरत नहीं. I get the energy by standing. Later on. So the whole idea is that everybody can understand this knowledge doesn't exist in the society right now. Is there anybody who's going to deny that? Nobody can deny this. Because I studied in IIT Bombay 17 years. I even went to America after that. I studied zero of any of Indian knowledge system. Everything that I studied was either at my home or through or later through ISKCON, obviously. And whatever we learned earlier in terms of culture also is just from the home or the or the society or the village. But now, what did you learn in the education system? Nothing. So just to mention this itself to people, whether it is devotees or whether anybody in this world, they will understand this point. We are not here talking. In fact, the people who remove this from the system are sectarian people, not us. Because why? How can you remove knowledge? You have removed knowledge from the system. आपने एक ज्ञान को हटा दिया है पूरी society से. So that is, if it was, why don't you give it a, because especially अभी हम लोग आपको दिखाई देंगे इसमें कि this removal of this knowledge. So our whole idea is revive the Vedic wisdom globally. Revive Vedic wisdom, or you can say revive Indian wisdom, or you can say revive Vaishnava wisdom. You can say any of these things. But the wisdom has to be revived. We need now a temple of scriptures also. And that is going to become the basis of it all. So that's the idea behind this. So our idea is one of the images. We are saying that we all have a common mother. We don't know that right now. One of the common mothers, and she is dying and crying. So you can see that the kids around this mother. The kids around this mother. So this is one of our images. There are kids around this mother, and they are clearly helpless because the mother is in a dying condition. What is this mother? This is Ved Mata. This is basically the scriptures. Because if the knowledge, I mean, imagine our whole society. अगर बच्चों को आपने स्कूल में ही नहीं भेजा, so what is their life? All of us are sitting here because we have went to school. The whole idea is school से लेकिन आपने जो भारतीय संस्कृति को उसको तो हटा ही दिया. Now the only thing you are teaching in school is only the modern stuff, completely. So we are saying, let's blend the modern with the ancient. We are not saying you remove the modern. Let's blend it. And who is going to argue with that? So that's the battle that we are in. I removed some slides yesterday, but actually God is losing this battle. Krishna was fighting the battle of Bhagavad Gita, right? And so we can say God is always victorious, but sometimes God is not so victorious. You can see Krishna was losing. So Arjun had to fight. Arjun had to fight for Krishna. Similarly, in this battlefield of knowledge, we now have to fight for whom? For Krishna, for God, because God's knowledge has been taken out. God's knowledge has been taken out from the system, yeah. Okay, that's what we talked about. Whose knowledge has been taken out? God's knowledge has been taken out. So it is our responsibility to fight now. We have to fight for this. So that's the idea. So I'm giving a few historic things here. So one, at 1206 AD, in 1206, more than 1,000 years ago, Nalanda University was completely burned, which had 9 million manuscripts, 10,000 students, 2,000 teachers, recorded in world history, and it had 3 multi-story buildings, etc. Now you will, and actually 3 years after that, the Cambridge University was formed. 1209 AD, Cambridge University was formed. This was burned. If you now look at what are the oldest universities in the world, you will find no Indian mention. No Indian universities mentioned at all. So that means they've removed it. And Nalanda is after 1,000 years, now they're trying to revive it, right? So that happened 1,000 years ago, 200 years ago. This is the key thing which happened, which is they removed from the Britishers, primarily, removed from the entire system all Indian education. All Vedic education was deliberately removed. This is John Macaulay, 2nd February 1835. He's saying, I would strike at the root of the back system and I would stop all kind of printing of Arab and Sanskrit books. So now, this is another interesting thing. They removed everything. Arab, Sanskrit, I mean, even Muslims. It's not between Hindu and Muslim here. It's a talk. It's about bringing back ancient knowledge. आप पुराने ज्ञान को वापस लेके आइए, संस्कृति वापस आएगी, और पता नहीं क्या बढ़िया चीजें इसमें से आएंगी. So that is the idea behind here. So they stopped it. अब वो गुलामी जो है वो आज भी चल रही है. So this is what has to make actually people, what we say, the blood boil like that. This is what it should, because वो गुलामी आज भी चल रही है. What they removed so many years ago, 1835, we removed it. 200 years, they removed it, right? And now, even now in our system, it doesn't exist at all. So this is the greatest. I mean, if I think of my own life, after all of that education and all, I remember walking up and down the stairs, Hostel 6, IIT Bombay. It was empty. It was totally empty. Like, I went to America, I had all the money, and basically, once you're an IIT and everybody IIT and say, so you are like, so you have basically achieved best education, the best country in the world, so-called America, made good money, good respect, everything. But hollow, really, because I couldn't really connect with the fact that people's aim was to grow up in the corporate ladder. I remember saying this to people also. That's not my goal, to go up the corporate ladder. It was nice. I couldn't see, but I didn't know what was the higher thing. But I at least understood. I mean, I had some idea of spirituality, but didn't really understand it scientifically. And then enters the Bhagavad Gita in my life, thanks to my uncle who was involved in spirituality. My brother-in-law brought me. And the whole world is like completely different. And a day in and day out, without this knowledge, what is there in life? So, and even if you don't become a practicing, so you don't take it so deeply also, even in terms of so many other things, how much you can learn. But this all was removed. Now you can see, even now, 96.7% of over 1 crore manuscripts in India are on the verge of extinction. When I talked to His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Swami Maharaj, a few months back, Maharaj said this mission should have started 100 years ago. Because day in and day out, the manuscripts in India are getting destroyed like anything, because people, they throw it, believe it or not, they throw it in the ocean. They throw it in the, even His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj found many of them, being thrown in the ocean. He was trying to collect them. They burn it in the अंत्येष्टि में जला देते हैं, क्योंकि उनको लगता है पुरानों की चीजें कचरे में नहीं डालेंगे, वो थोड़ी श्रद्धा है, तो क्या जला देंगे, नदियों में बहा देंगे, So manuscripts are getting destroyed like anything. These are some of the pictures. So 1,000 years ago or British time or now, things are getting destroyed like anything. And even Gaudiya Vaishnava literature, if you see, more out of 700 books, more than half, just about 50% are lost. To about 1/3 are discovered but still not translated. Only less than 1/3 translated. Gaudiya Vaishnava books and Bhakti Vinod Thakur books, again 40% is almost about 40% lost. About 40% books lost. 1/3 books are not even translated. So you name it basically, whether you come down from the Vedic to the Gaudiya Vaishnava to the, things are getting lost like anything. If we don't do anything, and this is Vedic knowledge, this I'm telling you, how many people have seen this? Vedic knowledge, how many people have seen this tree of Vedic knowledge? How much is there? So many Vedas and Upavedas, and Dhanurveda is military science and medical science, and Vedangas is, pronunciation and grammar and etymology and music and astrology. These are just like a very, very high level view. If you go deep into it, you will find verses which are like, you will find books which are like numbering into several thousand, billions of verses like that. So here you will see, you will then, if you come down here, then you will see here there is yoga, and then there is logic, which is nyaya and all of that, right? And just those one or two things which are there, yoga is taking over the world like 175 billion market will be there by 2030 of yoga, which is higher than the market of, it will overtake the market of regular gyms and, fitness. Because in America and all, I've been in America, I've lived in America, gym and all is a very big thing. India maybe it's increasing now, but that market will become lower than the market of yoga. And it's already almost there. Yoga is competing. They're so popular. Ayurveda going up to 23 billion. And so many books now coming about management and leadership and everything. This gives us a glimpse. If you see as this data, why would you deny this knowledge from our children, this knowledge? Why would you deny our children or our adults, anybody this knowledge? This is the greatest tragedy that is happening. So that's what we are trying to do. We are reviving the Vedic wisdom globally. We support the Vedic wisdom. Okay, that's what, so you can see this picture also. We support the Vedic wisdom by which India will shine, and then it will spread all over the world. That's the idea behind the BRC. And these are the 6 pillars of the BRC, because you first collect the scriptures. You collect the scriptures, Shastra Sanrakshan. That is, we have done 50+ visits across India, saved more than 3,000 rare manuscripts. We are planning our mission to Bangladesh now. We will do more in India. So much more has to be done. So everybody will be, a lot of people will be interested in that. Then you preserve the scriptures. Now that means physically, once you collect them from the villages and various other places, temples, homes, etc., then you preserve them. How you preserve them? Physically and digitally. So that is 30,000. We have about 30,000 books physically we have saved. We will be going to about 100,000 books digitally that we will save, and about 4,000+ journals. That's the preservation. You collect it. So now think about it logically. You collect it, then you preserve it. What do you do? The next thing, at least you show to people that these are. कोई किसी को पता ही नहीं है, किसी को पता ही नहीं है चीजें. आजकल मैं पता है मेरा एक मेन चीज क्या होता है, मैं जाके एक जैसे पांडुलिपि दिखा दूंगा. पांडुलिपि is a manuscript. I just show one manuscript to people, and people are like, because nobody has seen a manuscript. I'm telling you, I went into the CSR also. People are taking a photograph with me just because I had a copy of a manuscript. Like, I want to take a photograph with a manuscript because nobody has seen it. I mean, it doesn't click that, ये knowledge आया कैसे है, कितना मेहनत करके आया है यहाँ पर, right? Or in India is the greatest. So these, so the manuscript preservation is a very important part. And then obviously, then we are exhibiting it, with the various rare artifacts. A lot of these are here. We have physical copies that we can share with you. And then we also create permanent exhibits. So even it has been approved, and many ISKCON temples, like Chennai temple is already approved, other temples. It is, in fact, Gauranga Prabhu, Dayaram Prabhu, many others have said that we should try to preserve, we should try to showcase these things all over, temporarily as well as first. So temporarily we are showing in Vrindavan. That's where Ramesh Prabhu came and he blessed us. So many other places we are trying to do temporary, but we will also create permanent. Now here I will just already make it. So basically the point is, even if you look at every ISKCON temple, any ISKCON temple, what does it have in common now? What is it? ये आप लोगों को याद करना चाहिए, जो भी इसके बारे में बताएंगे. अभी क्या है कॉमन? ISKCON टेम्पल में आप किसी मंदिर में गए, आपको कैसे पता चलेगा ISKCON का मंदिर है? What is come? Kirtan तो और भी मुझे बहुत जगह कीर्तन हो रहा है. Only Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada is there. As soon as Srila Prabhupada, मैं भी कोई मंदिर में पहले आता सबसे पहले तो प्रभुपाद के ही, then you kind of get that. So even the people that's Srila Prabhupada. But now think about it. That's the only one thing. So the people coming and seeing, they're saying, okay, Prabhupada is there. But they go to other temples, they may see the picture of another saintly person. It is not ISKCON, others. They will say, okay, here is a saintly person, here is another saintly person. ये यहाँ के गुरु है, वो वहाँ पे. What is the difference? What is the difference? The difference is, here is a saint who says, I didn't do anything new. मैं खाली represent कर रहा हूँ जो absolute truth है उसको. बराबर है? Now the thing is, we don't show that at all. We only showing Prabhupada. So if we can do something to show what he represents, won't that please him? See, they don't take me just like a, just another. What am I representing? Because Prabhupada is all about what he is representing, not about him as a person. As it is, he never projected that like that. He only talked about, So वो क्या represent कर रहे हैं? तो वो जो आचार्यों के बारे में, about the acharyas and about the scriptures. So if we can show some of that in each of the temples, then ISKCON the people will see, oh, this parampara is going at least 500 back till Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and then going all the way to Lord Krishna. And this is the parampara and this is all these acharyas they have done at these various places, etc. These are their original writings. These are some summary of their teachings, etc. like that. Again, the mind starts working there. Even for the devotees, by the way, what to speak of the even for the devotees, what to speak? Hare Krishna. So even for the devotees, this is very important. So this is the key point which we are trying to do as part of the BRC. That's the exhibition part. Then we will come to the research part. We are doing more than 30 plus research projects right now. And I will show you a sample of some of them, which is ranging from the architectural to the, creating spiritual guidebooks to, creating Kalidas's Raghuvansham about the Lord Ram's dynasty, you name it, so many other projects which are there. Then we are publishing, we already published 2 books, but over this coming year itself, there will be 10 books which are coming as part of it. And finally, you teach, because you teach them as part of, you teach these scriptures as part of the formal academia. That's the point. You teach them as part of formal academia. This is, we are also teaching, and currently ISKCON is teaching, but the point is to teach it as part of formal academia. So that's what we are trying to do here, which was we are affiliated to Mumbai University, Pune University. We are doing masters and PhD. Gaurang Prabhu himself is doing his masters, like that. So once you tell people these things, all of these things are happening: collection, manuscription, because the books are getting lost; preservation, physically, digitally; then exhibition, so that it's not just temporarily but permanently showcased in all the temples permanently. And ISKCON temples will start showing that, and even other temples can derive from that, or other places. Then research and publish and they teach. So does that make sense? So that completes the entire cycle of what is happening as part of the. Now, if you have 2 minutes, you can say very quickly. So if you want to save India, you want to save India's culture, the only way is to save the basis of it, and that is the knowledge underneath it. That's it. The knowledge is getting lost, was destroyed 1,000 years ago in Nalanda, 200 years ago stopped by the British, now getting destroyed because out of 1 crore, only 3% of manuscripts are even saved. So please contribute to save it. We are saving those manuscripts. Then we are preserving them physically, digitally. We are creating libraries at so many places that this knowledge is available. We will exhibit it. Then we are connecting with the institutions. We are connecting with universities. We are connecting with Oxford. We are connecting with Stockholm University, with American University, Mumbai, Jadavpur, Pune, all of the top universities in India, top universities all over the world to do research work. Because if you don't do all of these, you don't do research, what do you do? then obviously then you will publish and then you will teach. That's it. Now it will come into the mainstream society. It will come into the minds, come to the heart of the people. Make sense? So this you can say within a couple of minutes also. What we are saying, you can say in a couple of minutes. Want to save India, save the culture, save the knowledge underneath it. Fight this war for Krishna. That's why we call our people as Madhukari Sainiks. Because you have to fight the war for Krishna. It's a war. Because otherwise they've already won it. We have lost already. Isn't it, Prabhu? We have already lost. We are trying to gain it back actually. So that's the idea. Now I'll just quickly kind of breezing through this, but I've told you, I'm sharing already in a couple of minutes. This is the war, and you will hear so much more from Ramesh Prabhu, who has been doing this so much, talking people day in and day out. I'm saying on the roads you can talk to people, and we are giving you small videos. We will give more also. We have some small videos. We are giving you the small manuscripts, etc. We can share with people, and these schemes that I will tell you, Dr. Shastra, other things, people can give. People have been giving. So what to speak of the devotees giving. So this is just showing respect to our founders, Hariswari Prabhu and Pranava Prabhu, who founded in 2009 and inaugurated by Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj, Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, Hariswari Prabhu, and all that. I have these things also, which is showing very quickly that how this preservation, and this can be showed to regular people also, but also can be showed to. I have these prints here also. In this we have created some. You will be giving you copies of all of this. How this preservation of the was happening. At least we are going to do time to till Chaitanya Mahaprabhu more than 500 years ago. Mahaprabhu saved manuscripts, Brahma Samhita and Krishna Karvaj. Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami were excavating new books. This is their version, the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Yeah, so this was happening at that time. Then it is mentioned that many people have written these scriptures. Many people have written these Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's biography. Many people have written. So you will see, there's a verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita where it says that there are many Karcha Kartas, many people who wrote about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In fact, one of the projects which we are starting now, again thanks to Dr. Sumanta, is Gauranga Vijay, which is one of the hidden biographies of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Never really popular, never been translated, hardly available in Bengali also. So we are working on that. So there were many writers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's biographies that those biographies have never come out. So our idea is to that also got lost at that time. Jiva Goswami actually started a library in Radha Damodar Mandir in 1542. So we are starting from 1512 Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 1516, 1534 Karcha Karta, 1542 Jiva Goswami. Then you will come to Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He found a copy of Chaitanya Charitamrita after searching for 8 years. Search for 8 years to find a copy of Chaitanya Charitamrita. We know this. So that means how much was the struggle to get one manuscript. And what happened after that? If Mahaprabhu did, Bhakti Vinod Thakur could find a manuscript of Chaitanya Charitamrita, the whole world, what an impact it has on the world now. Can you imagine? I mean, just think about it. If the Prabhupada's books are not there in the world today, what is there for the devotees? We can understand this. So, what is the importance of books? So now, and Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur had his own library, which we have, by the way. He had his own building, 10A Uttadingi Road, where he had a library, and that library is with us right now, by Lord's grace, by the hard work of Pranava Prabhu, Radhanath Swami Maharaj and others. And then Prabhupada himself also said that we need to preserve these scriptures like anything. Treat this matter very seriously and thoroughly. Pages are in very decrepit condition. They may be preserved for future generations of Vaishnavas to see the actual handwriting and words of such great saintly people. Take all precautions to guard. These are Prabhupada's words. So we are doing all of this preservation work as per the parampara, starting from Mahaprabhu and so many other saints and so many other traditions. I'm talking you from sample. So this is not just for an ISKCON person. This is to say that the saints over the people over generations, centuries, thousands of years have saved this knowledge. Now we don't preserve it. What we have received, I mean, what kind of ungratitude, what kind of it's called kritagha, and a person who has no value for what he has received and just throws it away. So it's a very pathetic state in that. Yeah. Yeah. So now we are also preserving. See, that's the whole point. So we give Kirtan as an example. Please, let's try to understand this point. If you preserve the books, everything gets preserved. The cow gets preserved. The temple gets preserved. The kirtan gets preserved. We are doing a workshop right now on 24th June. We are doing a big workshop on kirtan in Bengal, in BRC Kolkata. Oh, she's attending this. Yeah. So yeah, we have Devalina ji on this call right now. She is leading that effort of doing this workshop on kirtan in Bengal, the culture of kirtan in Bengal. So you see the
all the Navadvip kirtans and making a film to preserve. Otherwise, we go.
yes.
We are giving.
Yeah, we are actually, Dr. Sumanta is just saying that we are actually filming the kirtans that happen across Navadvip. How they have been doing, what is the culture behind all that, what is the history, what are so many, even Gauranga Prabhu says it many times, that such a deep culture of kirtan was there, such a different styles of, Narottam Das Thakur has started a different style of kirtan. I mean, there's a deep, yeah, he started a new kirtan at that time. He instituted a different type of kirtan. It's such a deep science. Where is this science? I mean, who is good? Is this the only thing that we have to study right now? That how artificial intelligence works or whatever? This, all of this. This is what is considered knowledge. What of this knowledge? Enriching the body, the mind, the intelligence, the soul, taking care of the environment. Everything happens based on this one thing. You preserve the knowledge. So that's the idea behind this. So, this is one thing we have created, how BRC is trying to do. And by the way, GBC has already appreciated this work, that this is a work, GBC body appreciate the work of the Bhaktivedanta Research Center as a library, research and an academic institute serving ISKCON globally, actually it's serving the society at large. That's it. And the same thing, here we also talked about research, publish and educate. So even these two pamphlets, if you show to somebody, you basically are, you essentially would have everything. You can see also, these are the samples. दो पेज में आप, और इनफैक्ट दोनों साइड में अगर प्रिंट कर लिया ना, तो एक पेज में आपका दोनों आ जाएगा, where everything, all the 6 pillars, how the entire परंपरा is working. नहीं दूसरा है, ये दूसरा है, 2 पेज में किया है उस, हाँ आपने भी देखा, ये दो बनाए, these first 3 pillars, या तो ये दोनों एक में प्रिंट हो जाएगा, या आप किसी को भी दे सकते हैं. So this one is research now. Okay. Now if you see this research, in Chaitanya is mentioned, Mahaprabhu was such a research scholar. For one verse, Atmaram verse, he gave 61 explanations. And after that, even Sanatana Goswami said, you can be only God can say this. After that, and even Sarvabhuma Bhattacharya also surrendered after that. So you will see, Mahaprabhu, they couldn't stop calling him God, primarily just after he gave such a scholarly explanation. So there's a place for scholarship. Why? I mean, Mahaprabhu didn't do his pastime as a scholar, just unnecessary. He was a scholar, right? Nimai Pandit. So scholarship research is there, but it should be used for bhakti. If you do it just, just for the sake of knowledge, that jnana is rejected. But not the jnana which is to cultivate and promote bhakti. So Mahaprabhu starts by 1510 AD. He gave this as a 1516. Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami are instructed. This is written in short form. Skara Rasa Shastra Kariha Nirupan. They were instructed to research and write scripture. Right? Research and write scripture. That's what they did. Then you come to 1533 AD. There you will see Jiva Goswami was ordered by Nityananda Prabhu. Ordered by Nityananda Prabhu to do what? To go to Varanasi first. Not to even go to Varanasi, to study the entire Vedic philosophy, including the Mayavad philosophy, before he goes to Vrindavan. And in fact, he wanted to go and meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is 1533 AD. Mahaprabhu left a year later. Jiva Goswami said, no time to go to Varanasi. So he didn't actually see Mahaprabhu. Gauranga Prabhu says this in a lecture like that. So he saw Mahaprabhu when he was like less than a year old or something. When they came to see Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. After that, he never saw Mahaprabhu. He wanted to see Mahaprabhu. Jiva Goswami, Nityananda Prabhu said, no, the mission is more important. Not you to meet Mahaprabhu. So go to Vrindavan. So he went, not go to Vrindavan, go to Varanasi. So that is Jiva Goswami. You can see here, he wrote 500,000 Sanskrit verses. He's the greatest philosopher, Prabhupada said. And he founded, the Rupanuga Vidyapeeth, an educational institution for Gaudiya Vaishnavism. Rupa Goswami founded Rupanuga Vidyapeeth, an educational institution, a formal educational institution he started. What we are doing right now. So this was, this is, and obviously this is where the three Acharya, Narottam Das Thakur, Srinivas Acharya, and Shamananda Pandit, they studied there. Then you will come to Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. He was such a scholar, doing such research, wrote 40 Sanskrit books, and when he couldn't figure out that how the Gayatri Mantra has 24 and a half syllables, he was ready to give up his life. Just, he couldn't figure out what is that half syllable. And he said, I can't figure it out. I would rather not live. And then Radharani came into his dream and said, explain what is that half syllable. And then he was able to, he was satisfied and all that. So we can see our entire parampara of research. This is what Gaurang Prabhu also says, that, this parampara of research has got lost. Then Bhakti Vinod Thakur wrote over 89 books and sent his book Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Life and Precepts to an international university, Munich University, Germany. This letter is not very clearly visible, but that's the letter which he read, sent to Munich University. You know what did he do in that Munich University letter? He sent the book, but he also inquired. I was telling to Pranava Prabhu, he was also shocked to hear this. He inquired, please tell me the process of obtaining degrees from your university. 1896. Bhakti Vinod Thakur's idea to obtain universities from Munich University. Now, 1896, BRC has got started into the Western academia. Not just sending a book there, but actually, so this is our very start actually. This is our very start. That letter is our very start. Not even Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Bhakti Vinod Thakur said, in fact, the year in which Prabhupada is born, 1896, that's the year this letter is sent out, that let's inquire about the degree, from how the process of obtaining degrees from Munich University, Germany. So we can be rest assured for our eternity, for our lives, that what we are doing is the heartfelt desire of Acharya, that this should go to that level. So we don't have any doubt. That's why this has been captured here. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur sent his disciple 1935, PhD in the University of London, 1935. See, if you see, Ambedkar, Gandhiji, all of these people, they went out to study, become a barrister, वकील बनने के लिए गए, इसके लिए गए, उसके लिए गए. भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर, और जब वहां से जाके आ जाते थे, तो सब लोग बोलते थे, अरे बड़ा आदमी बन गया, लंदन से आया है नहीं? तो ऐसा होता था ना. So what he did, he said, okay, I am going to send my disciple, but I will send him not to become a barrister or a doctor or an engineer or a manager, whatever, but to do a PhD in the history of Gaudiya Vaishnava. तो वो PhD खत्म हुआ जून 1935 में, आज तक कभी पब्लिश नहीं हुआ. आज पब्लिश हो रहा है by the grace of Dr. Sumanta Rudra. Dr. Sumanta Rudra is leading this effort, along with the blessings of Pranava Prabhu, our founder and all that, this book of Vaishnavism before Mahaprabhu, during Mahaprabhu, after Mahaprabhu, will be published in 1 year. Can you imagine? It was never properly edited and published. There was one attempt made, but never properly edited and published. So now it has finally, that is happening. So कितना इम्पोर्टेंस है प्रभु जी, जो उन्होंने उस समय भेजा, उन्होंने वो बीज डाल दिया ना, बीज डाल दिया कि send your people there, let them study in the top university. 1896 BRC gets started, 1935 University of London PhD, which happened, and then we already know this encyclopedia story. That's a very, in 1920 he writes, आगे detailed slides है, लेकिन 1920 he writes to the Maharaja of Kashim Bajar, Manindranath, that I want to, if I cannot complete the encyclopedia of Vaishnavism, I will take Punarjan. I will come back to the material world to complete encyclopedia. No, I think 0.001% devotees भी ये जानते हैं, तो दुनिया, बाकी दुनिया तो क्या जानती है. तो ये चीज को वो पुनर्जन्म, अब now you will think like बोला है तो बहुत चीजों के लिए बोला होगा. So it's not exactly the case, because first of all उनका जो लेटर हेड है, ये मैं सबको उसमें भी दिखाऊंगा और ये भी, उसके लेटर हेड में 10A उल्टा डिंगी रोड, आप भी लिखते हैं 10A उल्टा डिंगी रोड जो है, that is a separate building you will see on the left side, 10A उल्टा डिंगी रोड, and that building has two things, library and encyclopedia office. एक सेपरेट बिल्डिंग बना लिया था उसके लिए। और जब वो पूरा नहीं हो पाया तो डे बिफोर ही लेफ्ट उन्होंने लास्ट विल में सबसे ऊपर लिख दिया कि आई वांट दिस मंजूषा टू बी कंप्लीटेड, सुंदरानंदा टू एडिट मंजूषा। अब बताइए कि अगर आप शरीर छोड़ने से एक दिन पहले अपने लास्ट विल में पहली चीज जो लिख रहे हैं, लास्ट विल में पहली चीज जो लिख रहे हैं, अगर वो आपकी ये चीज है सुंदरानंदा टू एडिट मंजूषा, देन मतलब उनके लिए कितना इंपॉर्टेंस होगा उनके, हाउ इंपॉर्टेंट कैन इट बी एनीथिंग व्हिच इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट देन टू क्रिएट एनसाइक्लोपीडिया। सो दैट अगेन वी आर डूइंग थैंक्स टू डॉक्टर सुमंत रुद्रा that we are doing this work, and obviously Pranava Prabhu and Harishwari Prabhu and Gauranga Prabhu, that we are doing this work of the encyclopedia of Vaishnavism, a magnum opus which is going to come out, which will be more than 1,000 pages. And oh yeah, first inka aega PhD, because he has done his PhD in that. So he has done his PhD in that field, and then second will come the entire Gaudiya Vaishnava Abhidhan. तो पहले के ऑथर होंगे डॉक्टर सुमंत रुद्रा, सेकंड के ऑथर होंगे डॉक्टर अभिषेक बोस, who is also a devotee from Radharaman Parivar and head of the Department of Comparative Indian Language and Literature from Calcutta University. So he is publishing the second one. So that desire of Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Thakur is getting fulfilled. And what to speak of Prabhupada, where he said that I want to give degrees, at least BA, MA and PhD going to the advancement of knowledge, not just Mayapur, everywhere I want this thing. And then Tamal Krishna Maharaj, 1998, he started his PhD and did his PhD also from Cambridge University. So this is just giving us the idea of all of this, where, you know, this is not there, and as you talked about, this knowledge is getting lost completely. Our idea is that how we can bring back this thing. So all these 6 pillars, हम ये बताने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, all of these 6 pillars are parampara has existed from time immemorial actually, and especially in the time of Mahaprabhu. अब इसको वापस रिवाइव करने का हमारा ये है। तो ये सब हमारी टीम ये जो काम कर रही है, ये सब है, ये हमारे मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट मिशन के फोटोज हैं। कितनी सारी जगहों पर हम लोग जा चुके हैं, so many places, so many manuscripts we have collected, we have helped the BBT also, ये जैव धर्मा बुक को पब्लिश करने में BBT को हेल्प किया, different types of manuscripts, tree bark, handmade paper, palm leaf, and then you know these are some manuscripts. This is Mahaprabhu's handwriting का manuscript है ये महाप्रभु की handwriting के ऊपर बोलते हैं और गदाधर पंडित की handwriting है, ये एक manuscript सेव किया था। फिर ये हमारी टीम है, our team which is saving this. This is in Bangladesh, where we have 9,000 plus manuscripts. You can see we just visited there also. We are reviving this thing. This is our manuscript mission. So many other places. Harishwari Prabhu, you can see here. So our team is working on all of this. I'm just breezing through all of this now to see. We have helped provide manuscripts to Dr. Mann's guru, Bhragupad Prabhu, who is a professor in Finland for Hari Bhakti Vilas, like that. Then, just preservation also. This is our library of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. You can see a separate office was there, as I was saying, 10A Ulta Dingi Junction Road. We are trying to now research to find out this building kahan hai. Where is this building? And at least put a plaque there, as was told by His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. He has given this instruction that we should find out this building. This is the library. This is the, various, these are the journals. This is the Nadia Prakash journal, 40,000 pages, 8 pages per issue, and daily newspaper jo 5,000 issues ka hai. How it was there, how it was completely scanned and laminated and preserved and binded, and what it was like now, what it is like now. So this is various other manuscripts which are there, trimming, binding, encapsulation, various other previous letters, Gaur Aarti original by Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Shouldn't this be there in every temple? So that's the idea. Every temple should have original Gaur Aarti, and every temple should have the original, every Prasadam hall should have the original Sarira Vidyajal. So that's what we have here. And then these exhibits we did at various places like Vrindavan, Govardhan Eco Village, etc. So we have various, that's the third pillar. Then digitizing all of this, preservation of all of these things, where we are digitizing so many places. Navvinaya of Navadip, Gaudiya Vaishnava journals of early 20th century library. We just got the letter, I was said. Jadavpur University, Oxford Center for Hindu Studies. St. Xavier's College, Goithal Library. Scottish Church College, Philosophical Library. Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya Library, Nimbarkacharya Sampradaya, Vallabhacharya Sampradaya, Haribol Kutir. digitizing Vedic. So these are our library partners, knowledge partners, Oxford Center for Hindu Studies, Stockholm University, Calcutta University, University of Mumbai, and technology partners who are helping us scan AU Solutions, Kolkata Center for Art Conservation, School of Cultural Text and Records, Jadavpur University. So these are the digitizing the Vedic wisdom. Hopefully, we will be soon digitizing several, more than at least several, maybe 1 lakh books. It could be 1 lakh books which are there. So this is a letter from Gaudiya Mission. Bagh Bazar Gaudiya Mart has given us the thing. Similarly, we have a letter from Scottish Church College. And now we just got a letter from Jadavpur University. So these are all official letters where they are asking us to do this work. They're collaborating with all of this. There'll be a website like this for the journals of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. Just like it is there for Rabindranath Tagore right now, of his works, it will be there for the works of Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Now, this website is already live. Navya Nyaya of Navdeep Digital Library. This was a function. It was covered by ABP News, which is one of the most India's leading news agencies. This is our book. These are the books that will show in the digital library like that. You can even read them online. So all of this knowledge to make it available in digital library so that people can read it and utilize it as best as possible. Then this research work. First book got released, Swalikita Jeevani of Bhakti Vinod Thakur. This was in actually Doordarshan Bangla. Now we won't have the time, but I can show you the video later on. Say karo. Take minute, 2 minutes. 1 minute. I will share my. I will share my screen with.
বাংলায় বৈষ্ণব ধর্মের পুনরুত্থানে গুরুত্বপূর্ণ ভূমিকা নিয়েছিলেন শ্রী কেদারনাথ দত্ত ভক্তি বিনোদ ঠাকুর। এবার তার স্বলিখিত জীবনী প্রকাশিত হলো একটি প্রতিবেদন।
ঔপনিবেশিক শাসনকালে বাংলায় বৈষ্ণব ধর্মের পুনরুত্থানে গুরুত্বপূর্ণ ভূমিকা নিয়েছিলেন শ্রী কেদারনাথ দত্ত ভক্তি বিনোদ ঠাকুর। নানান বাধার মুখোমুখি হওয়া সত্ত্বেও তিনি বৈষ্ণব সাধনা থেকে বিরত হননি। তিনি পরবর্তীকালে বহুবিধ ব্যাখ্যামূলক গ্রন্থ, সজ্জন তোষণী নামক একটি ভক্তিমূলক পত্রিকা এবং বিশ্ব বৈষ্ণব রাজসভা নামে একটি সংগঠন স্থাপন করেন। এর পাশাপাশি বাংলার বিভিন্ন জেলায় কীর্তন ভিত্তিক নামহট্ট আন্দোলনের মাধ্যমে বৈষ্ণব ধর্মের প্রসার ও প্রচার করেন। মায়াপুরে চৈতন্য মহাপ্রভুর জন্মস্থান শনাক্ত করার ক্ষেত্রেও অগ্রণী ভূমিকা ছিল তাঁর। সেই অসামান্য বৈষ্ণব মনীষীর 1896-তে লিখিত আত্মকথন পত্রাকারে তার পুত্রকে প্রদত্ত করেন এবং সেটি তার পুত্র ললিতা প্রসাদ দত্ত 1916 খ্রিস্টাব্দে প্রথম প্রকাশ করেন। দীর্ঘ 1 শতাব্দী পার করে এই গ্রন্থটি সংশোধিত আকারে পুনঃমুদ্রিত হয়েছে ভক্তি বেদান্ত রিসার্চ সেন্টার ও দেইজ পাবলিশার্সের উদ্যোগে। মায়াপুরে এই গ্রন্থটির আনুষ্ঠানিক শুভ উন্মোচন করেন ইসকনের পক্ষ থেকে জয় প্রতাকা স্বামী, গুরুপ্রসাদ প্রভু, গৌরাঙ্গ দাস প্রভু, রামকৃষ্ণ মিশন বিদ্যা মন্দিরের ইতিহাস বিভাগের সহকারী অধ্যাপক ও ধর্মকেন্দ্রিক ইতিহাস চর্চার গবেষক ডক্টর শান্তনু দে বলেন, বইটি গৌড়ীয় বৈষ্ণব ভক্তদের এবং সমাজবিজ্ঞানের ছাত্র, গবেষক এবং যারা ঔপনিবেশিক বাংলার ধর্মীয় ইতিহাস সম্পর্কে জানতে আগ্রহী তাদের কাছে একটি অমূল্য সম্পদ।
শ্রী ভক্তি বেদান্ত স্বামী, যিনি ইসকনের প্রতিষ্ঠাতা, সেই পরম্পরার আদি যাকে রাখা যেতে পারে চৈতন্য পরবর্তী সময়কালে, তিনি হচ্ছেন ভক্তি বিনোদ ঠাকুর বা কেদারনাথ দত্ত। এমন এক মনীষীর লেখা নিজস্ব স্বরচিত যে রচনা, অর্থাৎ তার স্বলিখিত জীবনী, আমরা এটি প্রকাশ করতে পেরে অত্যন্ত গৌরবান্বিত। আমার মনে হয় যে সাধারণ বাঙালি পাঠক এবং বৈষ্ণব সমাজের যারা
Okay. So yeah, we got the largest media coverage of Bhakti Vinod Thakur, actually with more than 100. How many places does it go to? So many places. We work with media agencies, we go to market days. Bhakti Vinod Thakur never got such a national media. So point is clear. With BRC, we are able to connect to the larger society in a much broader way. There's been come in so many newspapers, etc. that is even here like that. So much on Facebook, etc. So many Maharajas and all. And there was second book, Maharaj Manjusha, Prakriti Goswami. This actually is such an important book because it is from Vallabha Sampradaya, written by a grand disciple of Vallabha Sampradaya, written by Prakriti Goswami.
Balram Lila Prabhu, we cannot hear you.
Oh, sorry.
Interruption,
Okay.
please.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah. Okay. So the importance of this is helping bring the two sampradayas together, Vallabha Sampradaya and this thing. His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj was so happy to hear about this, and so many other people also. Maharaj said, I will personally give it to Kokilaben Ambani, the mother of Mukesh Ambani, because they are from Vallabha Sampradaya. They're Pushti market. So you can see such a book is giving us the opportunity to bridge this gap. That is the important thing. Otherwise, we won't get this chance to be able to do this. So that's the idea. We are creating this book, Kanchipuram, Documentation of the Heritage City, which is a spiritual tourist guidebook with all the information about the temples of Kanchipuram, all the architecture. And we came to know that Prabhupada had told Shamsundar Prabhu that if you want to find out about ancient carvings, etc., you should refer to Kanchipuram. So Kanchipuram ka book nikal rahe with all the details about the guides there. Thakur Bhakti Vinod Research Institute also was formed in 1931 by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. This building still exists in Mayapur. And as we talked about, he sent his disciple 19 to do his PhD. He said that I'll come back to the material world if I don't complete the encyclopedia, all these things which I talked about earlier. He had this thing which I said, the letterhead, the 10A Ulta Dingi Road, the mysterious place which is still to be discovered, had the library and the encyclopedia office. So we take the blessings, we can find out where is this place, and then we can re-establish this thing. And this is the last will where he says Sundarananda to edit the Manjusha. And then here, so that's what we have done. We took the first item on his last will to complete the encyclopedia, and we are completing this encyclopedia right now. 1,000+ page will come. We are about to come up with a book on the architecture of Madan Mohan Temple, the social, economic, how it was done during the Mughal time, all of that.
We have some very rare pieces that book, including the salt mine from where the salt is.
Yes. So we have some very rare pictures in this book, including, the temple was sponsored by a merchant who was running a salt mine in Karachi, right? Buying from there and selling it. So we have a picture of that salt mine where he was getting the salt from. Then Sanatan Goswami, helped him, and then the temple was built. So all of this history will come. Krishna Abhishek book on by Rupa Goswami is being translated, which is the how to do Abhishek of Lord Krishna during Janmashtami, a book on Ultadanga Junction Road, how the entire preaching was happening at that time. This is our offering to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. The two volumes of that. Bhakti Vinod Thakur wrote a book, Bhagavad, its philosophy, its ethics, and its theology. In 1869, he gave a lecture like that. 1869. That is being published. As I said, this hidden biography of Lord Chaitanya, which was discovered by Dr. Sumanta somewhat accidentally, so-called mystically, in Kolkata. And now we're going to translate this, called Gauranga Vijay. This gives a description, among other things, of how the house of Lord Chaitanya was like. What all things were there in his house, etc. All that you won't find in Chaitanya Charitamrita, but you are finding it in these biographies. Then, along with, hopefully, with the temple which is coming up in Ayodhya, the magnanimous temple which is coming, we will be releasing around that time the Raghu Vansham, Mahakavi Kalidas's magnum opus with 2 commentaries, 2,000+ pages, which covers 24 generations before and after Lord Ramchandra. So it is not just a story of Lord Ramchandra. Ramayana is a story of Lord Ramchandra. This is the story of the generations 24 before and after Lord Ramchandra. Raghu Vansham.
Yeah, for this, we are collecting all over India.
So we are collecting for this manuscripts from all over India. We are working with the head librarian top manuscriptologist of the Rashtriya Sanskrit University in Tirupati for this, who is leading this effort for us, and he has done massive work in trying to collect these manuscripts. It will be not just that book; it will be 2 commentaries, famous commentaries on that. So imagine, isn't this our culture? People can know the whole dynasty of Lord Rama and how he was like that. And this very special thing, Prabhupada Memorial Award Seva, where we are, for the first time in history, there has been an award created in the name of His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada at Scottish Church College. And so here you can see this famous personality. Dr. Sumanta Rudra is here, you can see here. He's seen at the bottom there. He is accepting that award, which will be given out annually. In fact, His Holiness Radhanath Swami was telling us in this latest meeting that he would like to come and visit the college, as I'm sure many other leaders of our society or many others would like to come and visit the Scottish Church College. Again, one of those things, nobody in ISKCON Calcutta, nobody in, not to undermine anybody's great effort. But the idea is that the temple's focus could not be here. How many things temple can focus? So if you want to connect with academia, you need an institute which is connected to academia. And we are able to do that. We could do that, this connection with the Scottish Church College and establish this. And Prabhupada so many times talks about this college. In this college was Swami Vivekananda. In this college was Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. So there was many such things. And then, we have also received an appreciation letter and also a donation from Governor of Maharashtra. We've also received ISO certification. Now we are also certified by Infomerics as a level of very good level for level 4, very good level for a non-profit from Infomerics. So we are working. Yeah, like a cry and all, they come at that level. The child relief review. This is our GBC resolution. We are in Wikipedia also. Bhakti Vinod Thakur's Wikipedia now has this information about what we have done. Swalikita Jeevani. Swalikita Jeevani has his Wikipedia also. In Bhakti Vinod Thakur's bibliography, it got added. And Prabhupada's Wikipedia also, this information has got added about the Scottish Church College Award. Yeah, a section called Legacy. So Wikipedia, as you know, is the most, is among the top websites in the entire world. So 4 places Bhaktivedanta Research Center is there. Obviously, we've done very conferences that many of you know about, with so many, more than 30 conferences, with more than 100 speakers. Yes. Now the critical part. We are hosting, that slide has to be added here, that we are hosting a very special conference. We are part of the team hosting this very special conference at none other than Stockholm University. Now, Stockholm is, if nobody knows, Stockholm University hosts the Nobel Awards. Nobel Awards are given out of Stockholm University. So Stockholm University and Bhaktivedanta Research Center.
Why we are hosting?
Yeah.
50 years back, the same day Prabhupada gave a lecture. It's not ordinary.
So 50 years back, Srila Prabhupada gave a lecture at the same room. Now 50 years later, we are celebrating this thing and actually doing a full academic conference. We'll be able to share with you a full detailed academic conference where professors from all over the world are coming to specifically talk about the unparalleled contribution of Srila Prabhupada from from all perspectives, social perspective, academic perspective, spiritual perspective, all perspectives. There was academics means they will study everything. So that conference is being done. First time such massive conference essentially happening. Funded by the best bank of Switzerland also. Yeah, this is best bank of Sweden. Yeah, Swedish bank is funding this project. And as I said, Stockholm University, Dr. Sumanta Rudra will be going. Dr. Ravi Gupta, Radhika Raman Prabhu is going there. He's one of the speakers because he's representing Bhaktivedanta Research. In fact, he's going to talk about BRC there. His topic itself is to talk about the Bhaktivedanta Research. So these are the things which we have been able to essentially do. I will maybe just but let's maybe just half a minute we'll hear this and then we'll move on to the next.
A degree recognized by the state of California, so they can teach in universities all over the whole country.
That I want. Do it.
Yes.
We want to give degrees
at least BA, MA, and PhD according to the advancement of knowledge.
And this final one, and then we'll have Ramesh Patel Prabhu is coming.
Srila Prabhupada, in Mayapur, you were speaking about you wanted Mayapur to become a college with the University of Calcutta.
Mayapur, everywhere. The whole educational system should be changed.
We should take
Not
it over.
change, at least this will remain as a departmental knowledge.
Yes.
Hare Krishna. I will now invite Ramesh Patel Prabhu. I will briefly introduce. I happened to bump into, as they say, Ramesh Patel Prabhu in Vrindavan, which was all the grace of Vrinda Vipinesh Prabhu is also here with us, who kindly facilitated that we have the booth there. Without him, we wouldn't have the booth. And because of you, Prabhu, we were able to connect with Ramesh Patel Prabhu. Ramesh, so Ramesh Patel Prabhu has been so kind. Ramesh Patel Prabhu is only 16-year-old right now, actually, as you can see by his 16 plus 60. Ramesh Patel Prabhu is right now in a 76-year-old body, but his enthusiasm is like that of a 16-year-old. That's why I got confused with the age. So he has been connecting with, I would not say, maybe would have connected with thousands or more people, just to connect with them and share about the BRC in the last 6 months or so, since he came to know about it. And he is just going all around everywhere. He has helped us collect more than about 7 lakh pledges for more than 7 lakh rupees. More important than that, just the sheer number of people who have come to know about BRC and who have contributed in one way or the other. You know, there are more than a couple of dozen people who have adopted their Shastras because of Prabhu's help. So we are very grateful to Prabhu, and I'll ask Prabhu to kindly share with us. Hare Krishna.
वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो च. My humble obeisance to all of you, all the devotees who are participating in this meeting. Program Lila Program and now and this.
जी आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है. हाँ, not audible. आवाज नहीं आ रही है.
Hello. Yeah. Hello.
हाँ, अभी ठीक है प्रभु जी.
Any project required always funds. Without funds, nobody can survive in this today's material life. So my say is everybody has to contribute something with the BRC. If you want to save the culture of all the Sanatan Dharma. Today in our country, practically I will talk about our country. Our children don't know anything about our culture. No Sanskruti. किसी को मालूम नहीं है what is the Sanatan Dharma. If you will ask about Ramayana, Mahabharata or any who is Sri Ram, then also they are not in position to give the answers. Luckily, from 2014, our government change is there, and because of some Sanatan type of Sanskruti, last our king was Parikshit Maharaj. Today, our Modi side, we can consider that way. He is ruling the country by saving so many our cultures, and we have to take maximum advantage, in particular this environment. And for that, all the Hindus or whoever understand, even other caste also, they should come forward. Even though I have collected funds from Mohammedan, we are saying Islamics, they are very cruel, but it is not that. I have already approached more than 15 people. Out of that, 5 people has contributed to BRC. And they are very eager to read about it. I have given them so many videos also of BRC. And today also they are with us. That way, we required more funds. We have our own website. We have our own flyer. We have all the details what we have shown. Balram Leela Prabhu has shown on the TV just now. We can show you all the details with you. It is my humble request whenever you go to Calcutta, please you visit this BRC center and you will understand what is the scripture. at present we have seen everything on the film or on the paper, but live scriptures only lucky people can see. That is the today's life. So it is my humble request. Please contribute us and let you be also part of saving all the scriptures and our Sanatana Dharma.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Balramda Prabhu, Devalina ji has raised her hand. Maybe she wants to say something. आपको unmute करना पड़ेगा.
No. Devalina ji, you want to say something? Devalina?
I have already shared my one comment.
Yes, okay, please go ahead. You can say if you want to.
I have already written. Just
Oh, you've already shared your comment. Okay, I can.
yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. She's talking about a very prominent person is there, Srimati Indrani Bhattacharya, and her husband Shankarlal Bhattacharya, who will be our guest speakers at the conference. Okay, would you like to speak a minute or so about your project, Devadan? Yes. Would you like to speak about that?
Nothing much. Actually, everything is already planned with Dr. Rudra, and I just wanted to share the information, the news you shared in Bengali news you shared. The newsreader was Srimati Indrani Bhattacharya, whose husband is Mr. Shankarlal Bhattacharya. He's going to come on that Kirtan conference, the coming Kirtan conference. He's one of the speakers.
Yes, I just wanted to tell all of you that Devalina ji has joined BRC team as one of the research fellow, and she's the one who is focusing on the Kirtan tradition. And our objective is to make a film. Devalina ji, just tell a little bit, 2 minutes about your Kirtan recording program, that project we are doing in Navadip. She is herself trained in Navadip Kirtan tradition. She is an MBA, but she has a deep performing artist as well as herself a deep interest in this field. Devalina ji, please tell 2 minutes about the Kirtan project of yours, which we are going to do in Navadip.
Hello.
Bolun na.
Okay. Actually, we are planning to visit interior parts of Bengal in different area of Bengal where Kirtan is till now they're performing. Rural people are performing, and rural Vaishnav devotees are performing Kirtan following the ancient procedure, because Kirtan, the presentation has been changed a lot nowadays, but there are ancient rules, ancient ragas and talas and so many other things related to Kirtan. Kirtan was not only a part of what I can say, part of Vaishnav Dharma. It was also a very prominent style of Bengali song. We can say classical Bengali song. So there are lots many things to preserve, because of people are not serious about preserving the earlier style. It is slowly destroying. So we are our motto is to preserve the wherever the old and very good artists are performing their life, and they are performing, they are trying to follow the old process of Kirtan. We will go to them, we will visit them, we will take their interviews, and we will take some of their performances, we will capture the video and preserve. That is our motto, basically.
Devalina ji, and we are very much interested. We will stream live your conference to all the people. We have the best scholars who are going to talk about the Kirtan tradition, and a book, lot of happening on the Kirtan tradition. It's a new vertical we have started. Thanks to Devalina ji.
Thank you.
Devalina.
Okay. Rajvi, Rajvi, would you want to share quickly about some of the
the legal presentation?
Yes. Yeah, just share quickly some of the legal. And then we'll have Haribhakti Mandir.
Yeah, I'll just share my screen one second. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah, so Hare Krishna everyone. I will just quickly run through the few legal documents of BRC and a few certificates, awards which we've just achieved in this past year. So I'll just run through this slideshow presentation. So this is just the list of a few certificates and documents that we've been able to achieve. So this one is the letter of appreciation which BRC got for its work from the governor of Maharashtra. So this is here. He really appreciated the way we are preserving the manuscripts and he was very impressed with that. And here he's signed a letter for us. Then this is the ISO 9001 certificate for the BRC library in Kolkata that we have. So it's a ISO certified library research center. We did a NGO grading from Infomerits. The research center that we have and the way we are preserving books and the content that we have, the way we are collecting and the way our library and research center is maintained, that was scrutinized and very much got all details and everything was examined by a grading center, and then they gave us a 4-star rating for the way we have presented and the way we are preserving at our research center in Kolkata. This is our trust deed of BRC for the Kolkata library. These are trustees. This is the property agreement for our library. This is our PAN card. This is the TAN. We have this ATG certificate for BRC. The 12AA certificate. This is a CSR1 certificate. So, we are an NGO and we're entering into the CSR. This is our professional tax certificate for BRC. So we are kind of keeping, everything documented and doing everything as professional as we can as a trust and an organization. This is our trade license. These are just our bank details. We get audited every year. So these are just our audited reports. We are also registered in NGO Darpan. So this is the page for that. And so BRC is registered under Ministry of Culture for all the activities of, preserving the rare manuscripts and the ancient Indian culture that we are doing at BRC. These are some of our affiliation letters. We are affiliated to the Savitribai Phule Pune University for MA and research PhD programs, Bombay University for MA and research programs. And now there are just a few MOUs that we have with various Indian and global institutions that BRC is, academically partnering with for various research projects in this body of. So this one is with Oxford Center for Hindu Studies. Then this is with North American Oriental and Classical Studies, USA. We have an agreement, an MOU with them for our research projects. And how our Indian philosophy and can work as a Western also. This is an MOU with San Marcos University. This is with Patkar Vardhe College in Bombay again. This is C.V. Raman College, Pune. I think it's stuck somewhere. One second. Yeah. Yeah, this is with Jadavpur University in Kolkata. Then this is with Ubuntu. And then we have MOUs with various publishers. So, all these research projects that we are doing with scholars and various institutions, we are trying to, get them all into publishing books. So these are some of our publishers with whom we have these MOUs. Mandala Publications, which is from US. Then there is JP Brothers from Delhi. We have Dev Publishers from Kolkata. These are some renowned publishers from their own cities, and they are helping us publish our research project books. This is with Universal Publishers. Yeah. Just a quick update on all these documents that we had. So this is the presentation I had to show. Thank you.
I wanted to say that we are very grateful to Rajvi Galia, Radha Premikta Devi Dasi. She has been doing excellent work over the last 1 year, actually, very professionally, so that we have been able to connect, obviously, with and work on all of these things in a very professional way. As you can see, we have so many various MOUs, so many different affiliations with our with institutions, and including these gradings, so whether it's Informatics or NGO Darpan with the Ministry of Culture, or getting the ATG and the 12A and the everything required, or the ISO certification, everything required, so that we are moving forward in this formal academic institution in a way that any other formal academic institution will also want to do, and not just here. So she's played a very important role. Now Rajvi may be taking some break from her BRC services, to take care of some personal things, but we are extremely grateful and looking forward to whenever and however she can keep working more and more. So she will be on a sabbatical for some time, but really a round of applause for Rajvi for doing all the great work.
No, thank you for giving me this opportunity to do this. Thank you.
She really was the backbone for Dr. Sundar Rudra in doing all of this work. Really was
For some more time to help me out few things. One is we are making a proper pitch with BRC CSR document. International agency has been hired. They are on board. They are working closely with us to make a 30-page CSR deck for BRC, which will show we are in the Ministry of Culture and Sustainable Development Goal. Our target is to get at least 1 crore from CSR. You would be happy to know this year our CSR and institutional funding was almost 40 lakhs. So this year we are targeting about 1 crore from CSR and 1 crore from retail funding. So about 2 crores of funding. And this agency which is making this CSR pitch works with Tata's, works with GE Electricals, and we will share with you all this whole report which will be there in a month's time. There is a very large team of research fellows who are working to pitch BRC as a Ministry of as one of the sustainable goals. So there's a very large project going simultaneously. And Rajvi, thank you very, very much for that. We are coming with a website which should be ready in a month's time. And you would be happy to know that BRC logo and name is getting registered. It is already at the final state of registration, because you do not get the Bhakti Vedanta logo brand name so easily. Lot of people protest it, but we are at the final status called the status for examination to get our logo registered in our name. So that's few development on legal front.
No, good. Thank you. So rest be assured, as you are, we are interacting with people, because this meeting is for people who are the warriors. Yeah, we have a CFO, the company, what's the name of the company? The Murthy and Associates in Kolkata, who and Devadatta Ghosh, who is our CFO. She has been we have been working with her for a good amount of time now to ensure that all of these activities, as we talked about, are done about in a way which will essentially, the whole idea is it should instill confidence in the hearts of the people who finally end up contributing to us, that all of this money, all of this Lakshmi is getting utilized in a way which is not just spiritually potent, but also potent from the legal perspective. and from the, accounts perspective.
Yes, so Devadatta ji is our chartered accountant called Murthy and Associates. I don't think many trusts can afford a chartered accountant firm. We have Murthy and Associates. Every money is being accounted for that is coming in. Every money that is spent is being accounted for. There is a external auditor who audits our balance sheet. So it's an absolutely above board organization where a chartered accountant firm issues all the money. Even I do not issue checks. The checks are issued by a CA firm. That is the level of compliance we are into. So just to thought it's important that everybody knows about the compliance.
Thank you so much. Haribhakti Mata, you want to share?
Yes, Prabhu, I'll start sharing.
I'll quickly introduce Haribhakti Mataji, Srimati Himani Kapoor, and she is from our team here at, she's based out of Mumbai, she works out of Mumbai, and she primarily takes up this entire effort of our donor management. So, we have to care for and cultivate all of these people who are giving their hard-earned money, whether they said, Praner Arther Dhiya Vacha. People can give their words. Better than that, they give their dhiya, which means they give their intelligence. But actually, better than the intelligence, if they give Lakshmi. Because giving Lakshmi is not easy. Giving Lakshmi means you have invested your life, education, so many other things to be able to contribute money. So we are looking at, people who do decide to do that, they will be taken care of nicely. So yeah, you can quickly share some. So yes. Go ahead. You can move to the next slide.
Sure. So Hare Krishna, everybody. I'm Hari Bhakti, serving BRC from last few months. So I basically manage the, I do the donor management. आप लोग जो help करते हैं इतने मधुकरी सैनिक्स की टीम है और आप लोग you all help us to get more and more donors every day. So my work is just to do the management for the donors. So I'll just show you basic data that we have.
Yeah.
So
yeah, okay. I think this we basically talked about. As we see, the entire donor management work essentially happens where we are giving out tax receipts, collaborating with all our Sainik, Madhukari Sainiks, and then all kinds of management reporting, etc. All of these things essentially it happens. The donor management happens in the most professional way. Yeah. Move to the next, and I will talk briefly about that slide. So this is our summary of last year. You would see here that we have two schemes. I will briefly talk about it. In terms of the categories, this is last year. We were able to get, if you see the year before that, actually, we were getting only about 40, actually maybe even 35 lakhs. So we were able to get almost, so we were able to get almost 3 times of that this year, where we were, so it's kind of 3x this time, where we got a pledge of 1.65 crores, but we were able to get an amount of a crore in the last year. And so that's the pending amount of 65 lakhs. In this, individuals have contributed about, the pledge again was 1.33, but the amount paid is 77. CSR 17 lakhs. Academic institutions also, about 7.75 lakhs from academic institutions. Government institutions 5 lakhs, and our guest house also contributes about half a lakh. So this gives you an idea of what we are. So we will be, as Dr. Sumanta said, we will be working more actively, as directed by Gaurang Prabhu himself, more on the CSR front also. And I will be inviting soon Juglekar ji also to talk more about that. So we will be working more actively on CSR front. We are coming up with a full brochure on that. But as you can see, BRC also works with, we have got 6.2 lakhs of commitment from Oxford Center for Hindu Studies for a project. From Bar Ilan University, about 1.5 lakhs. From Apar Industry CSR, 12 lakhs. Ubuntu, 5 lakhs. The Governor of Maharashtra gave us 5 lakhs. And 3 lakhs we also got few days back. Yeah, we got 3 lakhs few days back also as a CSR. So that was another CSR. When it comes to the individuals, we have two kinds of schemes. One is the patron scheme, and second is the Adopt a Shastra parent scheme. So I can quickly tell you about that. Basically, patrons is our schemes where you can have, platinum patron is for 11 lakhs, and then there is 8 lakhs for diamond, and then 5 lakhs for silver, then 2 lakhs for 5 lakhs for gold, 2 lakhs for silver, and 1 lakh for bronze. If we try to the benefits page, do we have that here, or I can show you that? Haribhakti, or maybe I can share my screen quickly to show the benefits page here. I'll just share my screen very quickly. I don't think you have that now in this. I'll just share my screen very quickly. Okay, anyway, I found. So for the pay, as a thing comes up, for the patrons, when the patrons are there, we actually patrons support our research project. Like they support our manuscript mission project. So like we are doing Bangladesh manuscript mission project. So you can support the manuscript mission project, or they can support libraries. So sections of the libraries, digital libraries, physical libraries, etc., can be supported. Then they can sponsor. It comes to exhibitions. These exhibitions that we will do at various temples, etc., that can be done. Then we have if you come to the research, then various research projects, various books, etc., can be sponsored by the patrons. And then we have when it comes to studies and scholarships of students can be sponsored, or there can be we have to pay so many of these professors, etc. So these are the different areas in which our patrons can actually contribute. And then the thing which I would like to share is a popular scheme. So we have more than a couple dozen patrons, but we also have the Adopt a Shastra scheme. So as part of the Adopt a Shastra scheme, people actually adopt one Shastra. They adopt one Shastra as so they get a certificate out of the Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's collection. You adopt one Shastra. So we will show you that quickly, which is so let me share my screen here. Yeah, Haribhakti Mata is already sharing that screen. Yeah, go ahead. You can share that screen. Yeah, you have that thing. No, so that's what you saw. So this is the Adopt a Shastra scheme. Again, platinum, diamond, gold, silver, bronze, starting from 5,000 a month to 3,000 to 2,000 to 1,000 to 500 rupees per month. So 500 rupees per month is something so many people can actually help with. And what are the benefits you get from that? You are able to get, we give you a personal certificate, actually. A personal certificate gets received. You receive a personalized note, which is put in the adopted Shastra. You basically adopt one particular Shastra. So this is what we can tell people. You want to save the Shastras, you can, just like you adopt cows, you can adopt one Shastra. There are people who have come to us, like a couple who came and they said, okay, now I have a child. I have a new child. Because people like to adopt, right? People like to adopt things they want. So cows, deities, temples, etc. We are trying to say, if you adopt a Shastra, and there's one specific Shastra you adopt, you will get a certificate for that. You will get a certificate for that, and we'll make a personalized video for you also for that. And then we put your information on the website. So actually, I'll show you quickly. We have this this personalized video that we have created. So share my screen quickly. Or you can play. Yeah, go ahead, play. So your voice is not playing. Okay, your voice is not playing. You have to share the screen to check that, or I'll play it. When anybody adopts a Shastra, we give them a certificate, but we also give them a personalized video. That this is an adopted, you have adopted this Shastra. See if you can hear this.
Hare Krishna, dear Haridas Chaitanya Prabhu. Please accept our humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. We welcome you heartily to the Bhaktivedanta Research Center here in Kolkata. We are very grateful to you for being a proud parent of one of our precious Shastras. We are now happy to take you to the Sundarananda Vidya Vinod Library, consisting of the personal book collection of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, and showing you the particular Shastra which you have so kindly adopted. Here is the book, Sri Sri Vajradham, written by Govardhan Das and printed in the year 1958. Thank you very much, Haridas Chaitanya Prabhu, for being a proud parent of one of our precious Shastras, the very foundation of our glorious heritage.
So everybody who adopts a Shastra gets a video like that. If that's one specific Shastra, you get a certificate like that, you get a video. And then your name goes on the website. We are looking at that we can have more than 2,000 people, and we already have, as Haribhakti Mataji, you can share that now, your screen. You can see that so many people have already become our patrons and sponsored our research projects, management mission, etc., and also have become parents. Yeah. So these are, by the way, our people who are our cynics, as we say. So some of us of you are here, like Ramesh Patel Prabhu, you already saw, etc. So you can see about 8, 9 people have already been helping us with getting. So, connecting with people, and you can see about 158. You see that the number is showing up very small there at the right bottom, but about 158 people have contributed towards adopting the Shastras. But thanks to all of these 10 people, and these are the number of patrons that people have been able to get. So we are counting whoever is helping in getting us this. All of you are here, we're looking forward that you can help us. Okay, move forward. These are just to show quickly our patrons. These are our 4 platinum executive patrons. Mr. Chandra Prabhu, Dr. Sumanta Rudra himself contributed more than 20 lakhs. Keshav Prabhu, Damodar Hari Prabhu from Seattle. Then we move next. These are our 5 gold executive patrons. This is actually my sister and brother-in-law, also Shamari Prabhu and Prem Kumari Devi Dasi. And just naming a few, Shaligram Krishna Prabhu from Bhaktivedanta Hospital, my good friend Sarvat Singham. I myself, so this is one of the things we do, we contribute ourselves too. Because when we go out to beg, we first become a beggar in our own pity, in our own thing. We first beg our own self and give it out as much as we can. Otherwise, what's the point? It's a family affair. So what I tell everybody, which is the truth, I went to myself, then I went to my sister, then another sister, and all of that. I saw this example with my Shiksha Guru, Harivilas Maharaj in Seattle. He first contributed himself the most, like that. So that's what we have to do. So we try to give their silver patrons, all of these people who have contributed at least 2 lakhs. And this is coming in a little smaller font. If we may have to increase the font size of this later. But these are all the people, Hercules pigments and all of these that come from. These are our bronze patrons who have contributed 1 lakh rupees towards this. So don't feel shy to ask your own family members, people who live close to you, and all of that. That is the thing. That's one thing. Don't say I don't know anybody. You know people. Everybody knows some people. And at the end of the day, at least there can be one Shastra that they can adopt. Okay, we move to the next. Just showing quickly, but we have created the list obviously of all the platinum. These are platinum parents. I think it's showing up too small, but our platinum parents. Move forward to the next. This is just to show that there are diamond parents like that. So anyway, all of this list can be shared. What is the total number of patrons and parents, Mataji?
Prabhuji, for parents we have somewhere around 168 as of today.
Yeah.
And for just a minute. For patrons, it's around 42.
Yeah. So 42 patrons and 168. So we have crossed the 200 mark. Now shooting for the 250 and then the 2000 mark. So we will be doing many more.
And Balramila Prabhu has been fully empowered by Gauranga Prabhu to be the ISKCON face and be the fundraising part. And he's doing such a wonderful seva on putting this together. Without him, I don't think this can be done. His energy, enthusiasm, his desire to serve BRC by putting everything he has in life just to be for BRC is an exemplary service. His own contribution, family's contribution, and Radhanath Maharaj's blessings and many acharyas blesses him to do this seva very nicely and properly. Balramila Prabhu, keep up the wonderful work you are doing.
Yeah, it's a great blessing. I was told that I have to become a beggar, so I was a little jittery at the start. But then actually, I was told the story that we should. I just share in 1 minute. I was told Gauranga Prabhu told me to do this, but then later on, I was not sure. I have never done fundraising like that. But then finally, I was hearing a class where Prabhupada was actually saying that he was asked by Giriraj Maharaj that devotees are supposed to bring Radha and Krishna together in the spiritual world. So Giriraj Maharaj asked, what does it mean for us? We should work to bring Radha and Krishna together in the spiritual world. Bringing the hero and heroine together. That's what a good person does, right? In a movie. So he said devotees should bring Radha and Krishna together in the spiritual world. So Prabhupada said, for us, what we have to do here is that Radharani is Lakshmi in the material.
Your voice is very low.
Okay, Radharani is Lakshmi in the material world. And so our purpose should be that we have to bring Lakshmi to the lotus feet of Narayan. And that's what Hanumanji does. He brings Mother Sita to Lord Ram. That's the only function. And if we don't do that, then there becomes the Ravan who takes Sita for her own self. And the worst thing would be we can become like Hanuman, become like Ravan himself. That will be the worst thing. But actually, our only purpose is this, to become this Hanuman. Otherwise, all the Lakshmi in this world has only one owner. Has only one owner. So if we can sincerely do one single part of our thing, so that this Lakshmi can come to the lotus feet of Narayan, and Narayan means Narayan's message, and Narayan's message is in the BRC. So we are very grateful, and now we'll call also Joglekar ji.
Yes, we have started one more new field in our thing is skilling, because our seva requires a lot of skilled people in manuscript, in digitization, etc. I was fortunate to meet Joglekar ji few months back, and he is steering our Skill India head. He is the Skill India head and department we have started recently. Prabhu is going to head that Skill India, and he has a lot of information about that, of what his plans are, and what we have registered ourselves in the government of India. So I would request Joglekar ji to explain that.
Hare Krishna. I am audible? Hello. Hello.
Yes, Prabhu, you're audible.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna to everyone. Hello. And first of all, I thanks to Dr. Sumant Rudra. He gave me opportunity to meet you all and to understand what exactly the Bhakti Vedanta Research Center is doing. Okay. Basically, I'm a skill consultant by profession, and I'm basically focused on the skill state and all these star activities for the skill activities and everything. Okay. So the thing is that first thing is that as say the Dr. Sumant Rudra, we are working on skills like you can say the Kirtana. Kirtana, there are a lot of skills, and Kirtana is a very much big impact on the people. It is our tradition that in Maharashtra also the Kirtana activities are a lot of there. So we are 2-3 types we are doing the thing. One is short-term training skills we are conducting at our Kolkata and some Mumbai centers. First thing. Second thing, we are trying to get funded for that, for the skill training from the government team. Second thing, for the manuscripts and study of the various types of temples and all these things. We are making some short-term courses on that. That courses we are conducting on various centers in India and Maharashtra, and certified by the Ministry of Skills. For that, we are already registered as a training provider with the Ministry of Skills, directly with the ministry. Okay. The third thing is that I just take the few things to ahead, because what happened every times now we are speaking in the English. So I give you some brief about that. Okay, for my skill, experience, and all this. As he mentioned, as Mr. Rudra mentioned also, that what happened, when Ingraj came first into the India, why English people are coming to India? Because we are prosperous. We have a wealth. We have a culture. We have a knowledge. Okay, we have engineer. We have a science, tech and technology. They first of all come over here. They learn our language. They convert our knowledge into the English. Okay, go again into the world. They earn the wealth, and now we are working for them. Okay, because lot of my elder brother is also the IITian. When he completed IITian, work into the Europe and America, he realized that our education is far more wealthy and prosperous than the English, because that is only that. Okay, na? You understand that? So more of IITian says that we lost something, but India is a very good knowledge about the science, very good knowledge about the culture and all these things. So first of all, what happened? We have to research that why we are 17 to 1800 years ago, we are the very wealthy, we are the rich. First thing, what are our skills we use for that? And government is focused on that. Government is now research for the older skills, that handicraft skills are there, media skills are there. So government is established 36 different types of sector skill councils only for the industry, from the industry. That is more important, because we teach the business to world. We are rich in the business. If you find out in the ancient books, we are doing the business with the entire world. We are the best into making a wooden ships. Okay, we are making some commercial crops. Okay, so we have to find out all these things from our manuscripts, from our culture and everything, and again we have to teach to the this business to the entire world. Okay, so that is the most important from the manuscript, because in Vedas, Upanishads, that is not only the spiritual education, that is the science education is also there, and we have to find out that science education from our ancient culture and again teach to entire world. So that's why everyone says that the India is a Adhyatmic guru of the entire world. Okay, because we have ethics, we have a culture, we have a science. Only thing, we have to again reinvest that. Okay, rescript that in our language, and we have to teach them. So for the skill ministry, that is the first motto, that we have to find out the skill, we have to research our culture, and we have to make a business like us. Now, our business styles we have to show to our entire world. That is one thing. Okay, so that is our main work. So that's why I joined with the Dr. Suman Rudra. I again thanks to all of you. I'm not giving things, but we have to work closely, and we have a lot of work to do. Okay, so I'm handling the entire vertical of the skill ministry and analytics for the BRC. Definitely, we can speak more and more about that and do the work a lot of work for this. The manuscript is the most important thing for the government right now. Yes, and government is spending so much of money on that, and there is a various schemes of the government funding from the various ministries, like Ministry of Culture. There is another translation bureau is also there, Indian Translation Bureau. Okay, so we want to closely with the government, and government also hunting such type of services from the society.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jogelkar ji. That means BRC will be officially giving certificate on behalf of Skill India. So that is all, that portal, everything is being set up. I think by June end, we become an official training partner to Ministry Skill India program. All our skills will be officially given. So there is some big plans there. More will furnish as we go in next quarter, whenever have the meeting. Balramila Prabhu, over to you for the vote of thanks.
Yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for sharing whatever you did. We would also like now, thanks obviously to most of the time I was troubling you here, but thanks to Ramesh Patel Prabhu for speaking, and Rajvi, and then Haribhakti Mataji, Dr. Sumanta Rudra, and the whole family here. And thank you everybody for joining us also. So any questions, comments, etc. From anybody, how you would like to connect, participate in any way, please share with us right now. So we have mostly actually heard from the here and from people in the room here from what, but there are people who are remote. So I'm Dr. Radhakrishna Pillai. Anything you would like to say?
I can only say I can contribute, and I'm inspired. Everything is so organized, so perfect, and with whatever seva I can do, I'll be more than happy. Thank you.
Seva for you, Prabhu. I have a seva. Seva is that Chanakya Studies, a very famous institution in America, is tying up with to start Chanakya Studies. You know that Maharaj, Hanuman Prekshak Maharaj had visited you in the university.
Yes.
Just messaged me a couple of days back. I will connect you with the team in America. They want to start Chanakya Studies. So you will have to lead that Chanakya Studies. This is just a few days back development. And just
More
for
than
everybody.
happy.
Huh?
More than happy to do that.
Yes. Just to tell you everyone, Radha Krishna Pillai is, Mataji, he is the most coveted Chanakya's author in after Chanakya, the current Chanakya authority lies to Radha Krishna Pillai. India's largest selling book. Thank you, Balramila Prabhu, for inviting Radha Krishna Pillai. He is one of the most renowned name in Chanakya theology, which Prabhupada also mentioned several times in his book. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, Professor Radha, your presence here itself is really such a great source of encouragement, and also a stamp on the seva of the BRC. Somebody who has been so successful in bringing back ancient wisdom into the modern world and to the modern academia in such a successful way. You are coming and spending time in really like a humble setting here in this meeting, but you took out precious time to come over and and to participate in this. It is a shot in the arm for us, as they say. It is really, we're extremely grateful, and it tells us that we can, we really are poised for greater heights if we have the support of such esteemed personalities like a good son.
Always there to support, always there. Thank you.
Anyone else would like to also share anything? Madhavananda Prabhu, Rasamrit Prabhu. Rasamrit Prabhu, go ahead, please.
That's my humble obeisances. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. It is really a wonderful initiative and effort, and pleasing to the whole parampara. You have explained it so nicely. Sumant Rudra Prabhu is taking so much of effort. Prabhu, if we have any small presentation which we can actually share to people for raising fund, so small, actually crisp, which gives all the details. And because sometimes it becomes very difficult, like Ramesh Patel Prabhu is actually doing a very great service, going person to person and speaking. Sometimes but we have a big professional circle here. Actually, I'm particularly talking about our region, which we can circulate to them and then inspire, and then obviously whenever they have any question, anything further, we can actually do. But just as a trigger, what is BRC all about, what exactly we are doing, what benefit they will get. So whatever you explained, I'm sure there will be a small presentation which can be shared with us. Then we can give it to everyone, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you, Rasamrit Prabhu. Yes, that is one of the primary things that as an outcome, I should have mentioned it more specifically also, that everybody here in general, we will share a kit with you that we can, and then you can even, obviously you can use it as a soft copy, but you can also print some of these things and keep it with you,
Yes.
and then share, because when you share some of these manuscripts and other things in print, that also has a very profound impact in our experience. That's why we have this Madhukari Sainiks group, which we in which we end up sharing. Yeah, definitely we will be. That is the idea also, to end up traveling, to end up traveling more and more. This thing, that is the idea also, that we would like to do in this thing. That
And I would be very happy to host you, Sumant Rudra Prabhu, or anybody from BRC, if you are coming to this side, and we can actually help assist in whatever seva we can offer from our side.
Wonderful work. And yes, we will create that presentation, and we are working on that, and very soon the 20-page slide, just a 10-minute presentation.
Yeah, we
are doing one CSR bit, which is being done by a professional agency. Devotee ke liye, so we only have to do it, and outsiders cannot do it, because the pulse of a devotee is different. So Balramla Prabhu will do that very soon.
What I shared with you already is this. I showed
Just
you
one
even
additional
just with this.
Barnam Leela Prabhu, if I can say, not only for the devotees, because devotees are anyway
That's what we will do. So as I said, some of the material is common, and some of the other stuff we are also coming up with a little more specific one in terms of the people to judge, because BRC does have this very special opportunity, in that sense, to be able to contribute, to be able to connect with the larger society as such. So that's where I think we do have that opportunity. So we are creating more material, and I will already share with you what we have, and we are coming up very soon with more, also small videos, etc. Yashneet Prabhu is also there on this call. Yashneet Prabhu, you want to say something?
Hari, no, I think you all are doing an amazing job. I mean, to practically go to the library in Calcutta when you were there, to see the condition of the manuscripts, how they were to where it is now, is just commendable. I mean, it is like, I think no Lakshmi can really, take into account the kind of hard work you've done. It's just like amazing. And yeah, sure. I'm like, feel free to, I would like to spread this word across all temples. By Krishna's blessing and Prabhupada's blessing, we are now, present in a lot of temples by Haribol, and I have connections with a lot of, and I'd like to spread the message so that we can have permanent displays like we discuss next to deities with all these work of BRC as well.
Just like we spread the ahimsa, the message of the ahimsa cows.
Correct.
All over. We want to spread the message of we were talking, both are mothers, the mother cow and the mother Shastra. The mother cow is being taken care of with the Haribol scheme, and then the same way all the temples can have this thing. Then I think
absolutely
that will be very wonderful. I sort of inspired to make one a little more personal comment here. We were looking at the last will of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and we said that in his last will he mentioned that the first point was that I want to complete the encyclopedia, how important it was for him. So I was contemplating on that, and I discussed with family also, and I thought, one way to contribute to the BRC will be to contribute in the last will. So I thought that let me make a small contribution, that I will create a last will for myself. I don't know whenever that happens. But in that last will, like Rupa Goswami gave that example that, you keep 25% for the family, 25% for emergency, the 25%, 50% contribute. So I thought that let me contribute 75% to to the BRC and 25% to the family.
Prabhuji, your voice is very low again.
I was saying that and when Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur wrote in his last will, did you hear that part? Could you hear that part?
Yes, we were able to hear that.
Yeah, so because he mentioned in his last will that he will complete the encyclopedia, and the way Rupa Goswami contributed his Lakshmi, that he kept 25% for family and then 25% for emergencies and 50% for donations. So I thought in the last will, I could create a last will, work with a lawyer, and put 25% for family, 75% for the Bhaktivedanta Research Center. And then hopefully some other cost to get the inspiration from that electronically recorded to create, so that later on I can be, well, I would have gone. No, I'm telling you, this is another way, by the way, just because I know that in Houston Temple, they were able to raise $25 million because somebody contributed his last will, and they were able to create a temple based on that. So, I was that time also inspired by that. Vrinda Vipinesh, sorry, Prabhu, would you like to speak?
Yes.
Now happy to welcome Srishti Pati Prabhu, who is a very senior disciple of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. And who is now the books of His Holiness Krishna Chaitanya Goswami Maharaj. And he will be also working towards creating a center for BRC in Vrindavan. So he's right now based in Bombay, but he's going to I'm invited. Can share a few words here in person.
Hare Krishna. This is Srishti Das from Mira Road, Mumbai. Whatever Prabhuji has spoken about me, that is all false. That is Mumbai stories. You must have listened, you must have heard, you must have seen in the movies that things come and go. We like to watch those glittering things. So like that, Prabhuji has spoken about me. I am nothing much than a beggar of knowledge, beggar of mercy, beggar of association of the devotees whom we want to, because of knowledge given by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada is torchbearer for this knowledge, and taking this torch from Calcutta to US, we all know. And very recently, mostly 1 month or so, we are connected. I am connected with this BRC and trying to do something for that pillar, which has already been erected by Dr. Sumanta Rudra and others. And if some mud or some pebbles or some cement or some concrete or some brick, I am able to put into it, that I will do. Whatever has been elaborated about me, I will try to reach that milestone, whatever has been set for me. But right now, I cannot assure anything. But if a spider can do something for herself, then why we humans cannot do? We should do, and we should set an example for making this world more knowledgeful, more entertaining through Shastras. Because Shastras are also have some entertainment like Kirtan, we have already heard here. So that entertainment, that Shastric entertainment should with Shastric entertainment should enlighten us. And we should forward on this path on this highway of knowledge with the help of others. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, thank you so much, Prabhu. Madhavanand Prabhu, would you like to speak something? Madhavanand Prabhu? Madhavanand, okay.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
So amazing, so very inspired to hear what everybody's doing there. Thank you all so much. I'm just very inspired and very happy to hear all that. We want to get going on things in Puri. I have one kind of suggestion question about the Kirtan research. That's a topic I'm very interested in. Possibly the best literary resource on that is from the fifth wave of the Bhakti Ratnakar, Narahari Chakravarti. And that's been translated a couple times, but the devotees who translated into English have not been able to hardly do anything with a huge section about kirtan and tals and ragas and things, because a lot of the Bengali terms are technical and it seems that they've been lost. So it would be really wonderful if the devotees who are doing research on this in the villages could also look into some of those terms and try to come up with a proper translation of that. Just a thought.
Yes, thank you so much, Prabhuji. If you can kindly share these specifics, Prabhu, in a note to us or in an email or so, then we can take it further. Yeah.
I really look forward to seeing that presentation. Thank you.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Madhavanand Prabhu is leading our Sri Jagannath Puri, a branch of the Bhaktivedanta Research Center, and obviously a devotee and a scholar par excellence, and a lot of various projects, including Jagannath Ashtakam project and various other projects are being currently in progress as part of the Puri. Balabhadra Kripa Prabhu, would you like to speak something? Balabhadra Prabhu, you're there? I don't think he's okay. Anybody else would like to say anything? Kalyani Radhika Mataji, you want to say something? Or Mukund Maheshwari Prabhu? You have also been very kindly contributing.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, I am just a very smaller than a squirrel, but my appreciation is very much there and I desire to contribute something more. And as Rasamrit Prabhu was saying, that definitely need that presentation so that we'll be able to start some help in fundraising as well. And I'm looking forward to contributing something more. I don't know what, praying to Krishna. And also, as I shared, I want to visit BRC. So,
Yes, you're coming, absolutely.
So thank you so much for including me in your family of Bhaktivedanta Research Center. Hari Hari, Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you. Kalyani Radhika Mataji is one of those very inspiring, enthusiastic, enterprising devotees. We're so much looking forward for your kind support. Yes. Vrinda Vipinesh Prabhu. Please. Yes. Vrinda Vipinesh Prabhu, I'm calling you here in person, and really was the person who was very inspired to see in the way he was so enterprising and raising funds of Jagannath Puri project in Juhu Temple. And And based on that, he blessed us at that time. He saw we were very unqualified, so he said, I will train you in some way. And then we went to Vrindavan, and there Prabhuji so kindly facilitated that it wasn't, there were hardly any other organization or institution that was able to get tables in Vrindavan during the Kartik time. By some miracle, he got us connected with Devi Shakti Mataji others, and we were able to have booths in Vrindavan. And because of that, now we have so much wonderful activity happening after that, including Ramesh. I will request, first of all, speak a few words.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. I think that is the best thing that I can say. Prabhuji has glorified beyond anybody else's expectation. It was all Krishna's arrangement, and hopefully I can help out a little more. Hare Krishna. Maybe in Juhu Beach, maybe all of our.
In Juhu Beach, Prabhu has a bungalow in Juhu Beach where he wants to attend BRC and Vrindavan.
Maybe take BRC all over the world. That's what I would like to do. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, but by the way, Vrindavan Vinesh Prabhu is a Brajvasi, but he's also a Juhu Beach Vasi. He lives in Vrindavan most of the time. He has his place right here. He's right next to the temple. Yeah. Bombay, he has his bungalow, which opens up to the Juhu Beach. Opens up to the Juhu Beach. It may be more than 100 crore property or something. What you are seeing as a very simplest person here. And more important, that Prabhu took us there, and I told you, we have not done that work. He said, I would like to advertise the BRC here. Yeah, so he wants to advertise the BRC there and help raise contributions for BRC in his bungalow. Because his bungalow is on Juhu Beach.
Not in the bungalow, but outside the bungalow, on the outside wall. Outside, it's open to the public. So people will just see it, and we need a scanner, and people will donate. No effort at all. Just put the banner there. And underneath that, put recyclers. Passion for recycling. People throw their garbage, plastics in the beach, and everywhere else. So I go to the beach, I swim, I collect it back, and recycle. So BRC would be on the top, and little recycling containers. Looking at that, the recycling effort, people contribute more. The Muslims and Christians won't contribute to BRC as much as they'll contribute to recycling. And I want to say this recycling is sponsored by, effort is sponsored by BRC. I hadn't planned on talking all this, but since you forced me to talk, I didn't want to get up. I came to Bombay on December 4th for 2 days to send my son back or take my son back to Vrindavan. That didn't happen. I didn't take him back. He went on his own. I've been here since then, trying to renovate the house. And I may go any day, any week or any month. Till I'm here, you guys are welcome. Your next get together can have in the Juhu Beach house. And there you'll have a bigger gathering. It's right on the beach, and if you go for boat rides from my house, you get free boat rides. Otherwise, you'll end up spending a few thousand rupees on your own. And I'll see, yes. And if somebody's got a fear of sea water, I'll take you in the water, and your fear will be gone in 5 minutes. With my daughter, she came for boat rides 3-4 times, and now she goes for a trip on her own at the beach. Wow. Hare Krishna.
Mukund Maheshwar, you want to say something? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Yes, go ahead, Prabhu.
Sorry, Prabhu, I couldn't hear you. Can you please repeat the question?
I said, would you like to say something? Mukund Maheshwari Prabhu is our Madhukari Sainik from Chinchwada, Madhya Pradesh.
Yeah,
And he
yes,
saw
yes.
one of our videos online, which we did
Yeah.
for Viplava, and he called me and he said, I am totally convinced. What can I do for the BRC? I said, oh my God, we don't even know you. But he was so kind, and he's a disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Swami Maharaj. So Mukund Prabhu, please share your words of inspiration for us. Would you like to say something?
Yes, I'm really very much impressed by whatever the efforts BRC team is making, and Bhakti Vikas Maharaj says you that whatever work you are doing, ये 100 साल पहले शुरू होना चाहिए था. And really, Guruji, we all need a Shastra Mandir in our temples. And because I am seeing, and मैं काफी ज़्यादा ट्रैवल करता हूँ पूरा इंडिया में, तो मैं देखता हूँ कि काफी प्रॉब्लम्स है. People are not coming to the books, they are not reading the books daily of Srila Prabhupada, and they are not understanding that this is an educational movement. So I feel that, but whatever the effort BRC team is making, it's amazing, Guruji. It will definitely gonna create a great impact. That's what I understand. And in Nagpur, basically, I proposed this thing, and in ISKCON Bhopal, and I said about this thing, and the temple president over there are literally very convinced. And I sent that video of yours to them also. So they are really, as Nagpur is coming up with the big temple, and Bhopal is also coming up with the big temple. So now they are adding their libraries and all such things, and shaping whatever the BRC team has created. So that's.
Anybody else wants to say anything? Like we do have where is my bag here? I have one final thing to say. Where is that bag? No, that's not my bag. Yeah. Okay, so I can invite maybe multiple people here. We would like to share something with a very special personality, and if you can kindly hand it on behalf of Bhaktivedanta Research Center, we are very honored to honor Sri Ramesh Patel. Prabhuji, Sri Ramesh Patel and Srimati Bharati R. Patel. So let's take a picture. He handed over this nice memento to Sri Ramesh Patel Prabhu and his good wife Bharti Patel Mataji for the exemplary seva that they have done. Now we break for lunch. Thank you so much. again. And by the way, just FYI, tomorrow at the, I think the Hare Krishna TV.
Prabhuji, there's some change. There's some change.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's not tomorrow. Hello.
Prabhu, I think
Not tomorrow,
probably
Prabhu. It's for next week.
Okay, no problem. Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much again. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. We'll end the meeting now. Hare Krishna, Hare
Thank you.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Granth Mandir Bhaktivedanta Research Center ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki